You're sitting on a second revenue layer, Amazon Business. Most Amazon brands are trying to grow sales by squeezing more out of the same consumer traffic. Better images, better keywords, a slightly lower price. But some brands are sitting on a second revenue layer they barely look at, Amazon Business. It's already there. Most people just aren't separating it from total sales. Why B2B matters. Business buyers don't always behave like normal shoppers. They buy more units at once, they reorder on a schedule instead of impulsivity. They care less about $2 price difference and more about whether the offer makes sense for a team, not a person. This shows up constantly with products used by offices, schools, clinics, repair teams, contractors, hospitality businesses, facility crews, resellers, and institutions. If your product fits into any of those use cases, B2B isn't a bonus channel. It's a very different buyer with different math. Part 1. B2B Central Review. The first thing you do is not launch a new campaign. It's review the B2B demand you already have. The wrong question is, do we have B2B sales? The better questions are more specific. Which products are getting business orders? How much total review is coming from business buyers? How B2B average order value compares to your overall AOV? And whether any of your ASINs are quietly performing better with business consumers than with regular retail shoppers. This is where the opportunity usually hides. A lot of brands already have meaningful B2B demand. They just never pulled it out of the blended total sales number to look at it on its own. When you're B2B Central, you're looking at 5 things: B2B sales total, B2B units, orders, and B2B share of total revenue, BOB AOV versus your overall AOV, and any products showing bulk or repeat behavior that doesn't match how a normal consumer shops. Before you spend $1 trying to attract more business buyers, find out which products are already winning with the ones you have. B2B pricing review. If your business buyers are willing to buy differently, your pricing should reflect that. A regular customer buys 1 unit. A school, a repair shop, a clinic, or an office might buy 5, 10, 20, or reorder every month, only if the offer actually rewards that behavior. This is where business pricing, quantity, discounts, case packs, bulk structures come in. The question to ask is simple. Does my business pricing actually give a B2B buyer a reason to order more at once? If your business price looks exactly like your retail price with no quantity break, you're not really offering a B2B deal. You're just letting your business buyers pay the same price retail customers pay, with none of the upside that should have come from buying in volume. The distinction matters. It's not just about discounting more. It's about structuring the offer so a 10-unit order is generally more attractive than 10 separate single orders. Part 3, identify B2B friendly products. Not every product deserves a B2B push. The key is choosing the right ones. The best candidates have an operational use case, repeat purchase potential, bulk order logic, strong margins, or high replacement frequency. Things that get used up, worn out, or consumed on a schedule by a business. Products that are expensive to ship, prone to returns, or very high consumer style in nature usually aren't your first priority. This keeps the whole strategy from turning into turning B2B on for everything. It's not a switch, it's a decision system. You're picking a handful of products where your business providers already have built-in reasons to buy. Part 4, B2B audience modifiers. Once you know which products have B2B potential, you can start bidding differently for business shoppers. Amazon lets you apply bid modifiers specifically for B2B audiences. This means you get to decide whether your business shoppers are valuable enough to bid more aggressively for. If your B2B traffic converts at a higher rate, carries a higher AOV, or has strong repeat potential and better margin, the economics may justify paying more to win that click. This is the same logic as any strategic bid modifier you'd apply anywhere else in the account. You don't raise bids blindly across the board. You raise them specifically where the data tells you the customer on the other end is worth more. Part 5, dedicated B2B campaigns. Bid modifiers are useful, but for serious B2B growth, you also want campaigns built specifically around business demand. B2B advertising shouldn't always live inside regular retail campaigns. If your product has a real business use case, it deserves its own structure entirely. Keywords that business buyers actually search, product targeting against relevant business competitors, or complementary products. Sponsored brands, creative pointing to a business-friendly landing page or a section of your storefront, and a budget that's separated cleanly enough that you can actually evaluate whether the B2B push is working. This is the part most accounts skip. And it's the highest leverage piece when B2B spend is blended into a general campaign. You can't tell if it's working. When you isolate, you get a clean read on performance. And a clean read is the only way you make good decisions going forward. The checklist, the recap. If you want to grow B2B sales, don't start with the random campaign. Follow the checklist. 1, review B2B Seller Central. 2, compare B2B AOV to your overall AOV. 3, identify the ASINs that are actually B2B friendly. 4, review your business pricing and quantity discounts. 5, apply B2B bid modifiers where the economics justify it. 6, test dedicated B2B campaigns on the products where the opportunity is large enough to measure cleanly. This whole system, 6 steps in order, and none of them start with spend more. Here's why most brands never do this. It's slower than just toggling Amazon Business on in seller settings and hoping something happens. Flipping the switch isn't a strategy. It's not finding out which products already have demand. It's not fixing pricing for bulk buyers, and it's definitely not building a campaign that can prove itself. The brands actually winning the B2B layer treat it the same way. They treat it like any other channel. Audit first, fix the offer, then advertise with a purpose. You don't increase B2B sales by just turning Amazon Business on. You increase it by finding which products already have B2B potential, making the offer actually worth buying in bulk, and then advertising to the audience with a purpose. If you want us to review your Amazon Business setup and tell you exactly where you're missing B2B sales, book a data audit. Link is in the description.